and I'm not doing a review today, but another video on a this one was to be another sad one, On another legendary actor is now passed away, and this was a big one, because I really enjoyed him as an actor over the years, Christopher Lee has now passed away, Now, reportedly, he passed away on June 7th, the day after my birthday, But it said, looking up, it said that his wife didn't want to say so until today, so they could tell the families, Yeah, which I understand, didn't want to make it didn't want to make it public until yet though, but I do understand that, but and Christopher Lee, I've always enjoyed him as an actor, probably he has done a lot of famous roles. A lot of people today probably remember him as who played Count Dooku and the Star Wars prequel trilogy, and or playing what was it, that character from Lord of the Rings, what was that character, Sharuman, I thought it was like Sharuman the White, I think it was the character. First, I've never been a big fan of Lord of the Rings though, but that was the character that Christopher Lee played though. In the he was in the Hobbits. I think he was in the Hobbit, yeah. And then the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And of course, a lot of people, if everyone knows that he's been in a lot of horror films back in the days, probably a lot of them he played Dracula, He's done a lot. He's done a lot of horror stuff back in the day, and that's why he's maybe a legendary actor in horror films, back because for the stuff he did back in the day, But also the films of today, probably as probably won't remember him as Count Dooku in Part 2 and Part 3 of Star Wars. Other films he was in, and he was in Hugo. Also in the remake of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, he played Willie's father. But he's just been in so many films, Even also had a brief appearance in Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow as a judge, at the beginning of the film. He's just been in so many films, and it's sad that he's now passed away, Because I always enjoyed Christopher Lee as an actor, and so did my mother, And I'm sure also my dad as well. Probably a lot of people who know about Christopher Lee always enjoyed him as an actor, So yeah, he passed away, at the age of 93, a few days after his birthday, which was on May 27th. So it's just sad, We just lost another legendary actor, And he'll always remain a legendary actor in general, also a legendary actor in horror as well, And so actually, I think what that also was in the we played Dracula. That was also in the original Dark Shadows series, He's just been so many films, And it's just sad that he's now passed on. Instead, when he died, it was like his respiratory systems and heart failure, And it's just sad, But yeah, this is what I wanted another video. So this is another this year, besides because this year to me we lost two great legendary actors, Christopher Lee and Leonard Nimoy, we lost two great legendary actors has now passed on this year, Christopher Lee and Leonard Nimoy, And plus I love Leonard Nimoy. May he rest in peace, And Christopher Lee, may he rest in peace as well, He will always be missed, So this will be it, you know. So thanks for watching and take care. And for those who are also a fan, a lot of people who have been fans of Christopher Lee, you know, said the same thing, you know. You know, once again, may he rest in peace. And for stuff, you know, giving us a lot of so many years, decades and decades of doing a lot of horror films and science fiction stuff, you know. Especially, you know, the characters in the Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings and Hobbit films, and also I'm not a fan of. I've never been a fan of the Star Wars prequels, but Christopher Lee as Count Dooku, not Dooku, Dooku. I never minded him in those two, but of course he got killed off at the very beginning of Part 3, you know. But Christopher Lee, you know, may rest in peace, you know. So yeah, this is another sad one, losing another legendary actor, you know. So, anything else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I have to say though. But if anyone has checked out any of the films he starred in this year, you know, feel free to check them out, you know. But also give a chance to check out the films he's done back in the day, you know. We did a lot of good horror films, you know. Especially when he played as Dracula, you know. So yeah, thanks for watching. Take care and stay tuned to the next movie review. And once again, rest in peace, Christopher Lee. And we'll see you later. Bye bye.